said many times before that I really wanted to do a few hair tutorials to go on my channel, not so that it's not just makeup, because I also do really love hair, and I like to experiment with different hairstyles and things. So today I'm going to be doing my very first ever hair tutorial. I'm so excited about it. So it is going to be a French braid going down the center of my hair, and then everything else is just going to be kind of big. So to start off, I'm going to talk through like certain pieces of it, and then I'll just roll through it pretty fast so that you guys can see. I'm going to be using the Big Sexy Hairspray, and then I'm also going to be using the Batiste Dry Shampoo. And then for my combs, I have like several different ones that I like to use. So I have this one, and then I have like just this straight comb, if you can see, and then I have this orangey yellow one. To start off, I'm going to split this center section of my hair. So I'm going to pull it back, and then I'm going to run this comb down one side of it to split it and almost make like a perfectly straight line. Then I take the other end of it and kind of separate to make sure that everything is even. And I do that all the way to the back, so you can see that there's a pretty straight line there. Then I'm going to take a bobby pin, and I'm just going to clip all of this part down so that it does not get in the way when I go to do the braid. Then I'm going to flip this part over, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And the part that I am creating, I would say on each side I do it about even with like the arch of my eyebrow, so that I have the bulk of my hair there. Okay, so then you have like this piece of hair in the center that is loose and free, and you can now create your French braid. So before I start, I'm going to take my hairspray, and I am going to spray all around just a tad. And then I'm going to take this comb, which is kind of a little bit wide, like the pieces between the comb is wider. And I am going to just barely tease the top of this. You don't want to do it too much because you do have to be able to separate the hairs, but I like to go in especially and tease the very front of it because it's going to give it a little bit of volume. And then I kind of comb it out. Okay, so now we're going to start the braid. I'm going to take the beginning section of my hair and take a piece of like the whole entire front. And I have a really weird hairline, so sometimes I'll kind of go and fill that in with like some makeup or something. But you can go ahead and split this into 3 sections. And this will work if you have thin or thick hair, because I have super thin hair at my scalp and then it gets like really thick down here. But you just kind of have to know how to maneuver it. Teasing it will help if you have thinner hair for sure. So now that I have this section into 3 pieces, I'm going to go ahead and take this right side or left side, whatever side it is to you, and put it over the top. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the opposite side and put it over the top. So we're doing an over French braid. Then once I braid it one time, I'm going to take from this hair that I have right here and add it to one side. Remember, we sectioned this piece off because you don't want to go into that part. And then I'm just going to cross that over. And then I'm going to add hair from this side. Add it to that piece of hair on the left, and then cross it over. And then you're going to continue to do that all the way to the back. The thinner pieces of hair that you grab as you do this, the more braids that you will have and the cooler it'll look. So I try and grab like thinner pieces so I can have lots of braids. Then once you get to about the crown of your head, you know, like right here, the tip of your head, I like to braid it a few times without picking up any extra hair, and then I'll grab a little bit of hair from there and then just add it all and make a little ponytail so that you have some hair from your braid and you have some hair from the rest of your hair. Then usually I'll use a clear elastic, or I'll just use one that's similar to my hair color, and then you just want to put the ponytail in your hair. Okay, so then you have this like kind of weird lopsided ponytail thing going on. So obviously I made the braid tight to start with because now I'm going to go in and loosen it up. So from here I literally start at the back and then I'll start pulling at the braid, and then I just kind of tug at it, different pieces, and then I pull the front up a little bit and just pull until it's to your liking. And then at the end, I take the ponytail that I have and I'll pull from the bottom of the ponytail. I pull that hair and it will tighten your ponytail up to the tip of the braid so that it's gonna kind of lay flat, and it's gonna push up this braid that we just did. It's gonna push it up a little bit, but it'll make sure that the ponytail or the elastic is close to your scalp. So I pull from there and tighten, and then you can just pull as much as you want from the braid to make it as big as you would like. French braid that is pulled apart, and it is to my liking. You can do it however much you'd prefer. If you pull a little bit too much, it's okay. You can take a bobby pin to secure it or whatever, but we are gonna go in and tease the rest of it, so it's okay. The point of this is to look a little bit messy. You want it to look, you don't want it to be perfect. This is like an edgy-ish hairstyle, I guess you could say. So you don't want any of the hair to be perfect. You want it to look blown out. So I'm gonna go ahead and undo these bobby pins that I had on the side. And then this is where I'm going to take my Batiste dry shampoo. And dry shampoo is just going to give you some volume. So I'm just going to hold my hair up like this and then just kind of spray a little bit throughout the hair. I'm going to take this comb and I'm going to start at that ponytail, and I'm going to tease the ponytail a little bit. And then I'm going to flip it up, and then I'm going to go in and pull a section of my hair. And I'm going to pick up that smaller comb, and I'm just going to tease that portion of my head so that the ponytail can sit a little bit higher up. And then I'm going to hairspray that. And then lay it down, and then you can lay the ponytail back down. Leave it for now because we're going to go back and fix everything after. So then I'm going to take all this hair that's right up next to the braid. I don't want that to be flat. I want it to have volume as well. So I'm going to take the small end of this comb and I'm going to spray by section and tease this part of my head. Okay, then you just do the same thing on the other side. A wider tooth comb, and I'll just kind of like pull up to make it a little bit thicker. And then the very last thing that I do is I take that ponytail and I start kind of pulling it up a little bit because I want it to be a little bit further up than what it was laying. I want it to kind of look like a high pony. So I pull up, and then I will re-tease the ponytail just a little so that it looks big and voluminous. And then I take the silver end of this and then kind of like brush through. To your liking, to your poofiness, your thickness, however many braids you want to do, it's all what you would like. Some hairspray, and then I kind of zhush the sides, I like to say. And then I take my hands and I just rough it up.
And that's the completed look, guys. So super easy. You can curl your hair before, you can do it with straight hair. It's totally up to you. Mine was kind of wavy, so I just went with the braid. But the braid is the main part of this. You can even take this at the end and you can pull it up into a high ponytail if you'd like to do that. But the braid is what is going to be the center of attention for this hair look. You can even do like a little half up, half down after if you'd like. It's really up to you. So make this look your own, and please tag me in any video or any picture that you do recreating this look or any hairstyles you like. Hashtag theHDmovement. I would love to see your creations. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little hair tutorial. I hope to do several more in the future. Just let me know what you guys might want, anything basic or hard or whatever the case may be. I would love to learn how to do it and give you a little tutorial. So thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Mwah.